Have you ever noticed that your cat suddenly refuses to leave your side when you're sick? Maybe they curled up next to you all day, followed you from room to room, or stared at you as if they knew something wasn't right. Many cat owners swear their feline friends can sense illness before anyone else. But is it true? Can cats actually tell when we're sick? Or are we simply imagining it? Today, we're separating fact from fiction to discover what science really says about this fascinating mystery. And trust me, the answer is even more interesting than you might think. To understand whether cats can sense illness, we first need to understand how they experience the world. Cats don't rely on vision the way humans do. Instead, they gather an incredible amount of information through their noses, ears, whiskers, and their constant observation of our behavior. A cat's sense of smell is estimated to be many times more sensitive than ours, thanks to millions of scent receptors and a specialized organ called the Jacobson's, or vomeronasal organ, which helps them analyze chemical signals. To your cat, you don't just smell like you. You have a unique chemical signature that changes throughout the day. And when you're sick, that scent may change too. When we become sick, our bodies undergo countless small changes. Some are obvious, others are so subtle that we don't even notice them. For example, your body temperature may rise, your hormones change, your sweat contains different compounds, your breathing may sound different. Even the bacteria living on your skin can shift during illness, slightly changing your natural scent. Humans rarely notice these differences, but animals with highly developed senses may. This doesn't necessarily mean your cat knows you have the flu, a migraine, or another illness. What they may detect is that something about your body is different. Here's something scientists are much more confident about. Cats are incredibly observant. Even though they often seem independent, they learn our daily routines surprisingly well. They know when you wake up, when you prepare food, how you normally walk, how you speak, where you usually sit, how active you are. So imagine you suddenly stay in bed all day. You move slower, you speak less, you cough. You're quieter than usual. To your cat, these changes are impossible to ignore. Many researchers believe that what owners interpret as detecting illness may actually be cats recognizing unusual behavior patterns. And honestly, that's impressive in its own right. One of the most common stories cat owners share is this: "My cat never cuddles, except when I'm sick." Why does this happen? There are several possible explanations. First, you're probably lying down more than usual. Cats love warm, still, comfortable places. Second, you're moving less, making you a very peaceful sleeping partner. But there's another possibility. Some studies suggest that cats may respond to changes in our emotional state. If you're in pain, stressed, or simply quieter than normal, some cats may choose to stay closer because they have learned that being near you is rewarding, or because they respond to your altered behavior. Every cat is different. Some become little nurses, others keep their distance. Both reactions can be perfectly normal. But here's where the story gets even more surprising. Some owners believe their cats can detect serious diseases long before doctors do. Is there any scientific proof of that? Let's take a look. This is where it's important to separate fascinating stories from scientific evidence. There are many documented anecdotes of cats repeatedly paying unusual attention to specific parts of a person's body before a medical condition was discovered. However, stories are not the same as scientific proof. Unlike dogs, which have been successfully trained to detect certain diseases through scent under controlled conditions, there is currently very little scientific evidence showing that cats can reliably detect illnesses such as cancer or diabetes. That doesn't mean it's impossible. It simply means we don't know yet. Cats may notice changes that humans miss, but researchers still need much more evidence before making that claim. One area where research is stronger involves human emotions. Studies suggest that cats can distinguish between certain human facial expressions, vocal tones, and emotional cues. Many cats also learn to associate your mood with your daily behavior. If you're anxious, sad, or stressed, your movements, voice, posture, and routine all change. Your cat notices. whether they're responding out of affection, curiosity, or simply because something in their environment has changed is still being studied. But one thing is clear, they're paying attention, much more than many people realize. So, can cats actually know when you're sick? The most honest answer is, probably not in the way many myths suggest. There's no solid scientific evidence that your cat can diagnose diseases, but there is strong evidence that cats detect changes. Changes in your scent, your body language, your routine, your activity level, your voice, your emotions. All those tiny clues combine into a picture that tells your cat, something about my human is different today. And sometimes, that may be enough for them to curl up beside you. Cats continue to surprise scientists with how much they observe and remember. The more we study them, the more we discover that they're far more attentive than their independent reputation suggests. So the next time your cat refuses to leave your side when you're feeling under the weather, maybe they don't know exactly what's wrong, but they almost certainly know that something has changed, and perhaps that's one of the many quiet ways cats tell us they care. Has your cat ever behaved differently when you were sick? Did they stay close, follow you everywhere, or act completely normal? Share your story in the comments. We'd love to read it. And if you enjoy science-backed cat content that separates myths from facts, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Because here, we're always exploring the amazing world of cats, one fascinating fact at a time.